So there is a very, very big game this weekend, and both Manchester United fans and Man City fans know what I'm talking about. It is the Manchester derby. This is a very big game. Now, this game, it's not what it used to be. It really isn't what it used to be. Now, both teams this season haven't been what they have been over the last sort of 6-7 years, and Man City this season have had a really surprising decline. Now, Man City haven't been playing well at all over the last month or so. They just got another loss to Juventus, so their performances haven't been good at all. Manchester United could easily win this. Now, if I say Manchester United or Manchester City for the wrong thing a couple of times, I mean, it's two Manchester teams. So, I'll probably slip up somewhere. But Manchester City haven't been playing well at all this season. And it's just that the performances have just not been very good at all. I mean, you just look at their recent performances. The performance against Tottenham, that was awful, man. I mean, Tottenham have been diabolical this season, but to lose 4-0 to them is just crazy. And I just think that Manchester United have such an easy chance to get 3 points here. I mean, not by any stretch of the imagination will it be easy at all. It will not be easy. But playing Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium is never an easy game. And obviously, Manchester United's performances haven't been great as of recently. Obviously, they just beat Viktoria Plzen in the Europa League, but you would expect that from Manchester United, as it's Manchester United. But a few teams a few players, actually, that you would expect to have done better this season. Marcus Rashford, he just looks lifeless this season. He just looks lifeless. Rasmus Hojlund is putting in the most for Manchester United this season. That's now 3-4 goals in 3 games. He's playing really, really well this season, and he is a striker that Manchester United need. But for a January transfer, Manchester United really need to sign Viktor Gyökeres, because he's obviously, Ruben Amorims knows him, and it would just be perfect for, it would seem the most ideal, wouldn't it? It would just seem the most ideal. And I just think Manchester United haven't been, they just haven't been the team that they were 6 years ago. Even in 2018, they were decent. It started to get bad between 2019 and 2020. 2021 is when it got really bad. That was when they had Ronaldo in the team. 2022 was even worse. 2023, they won the FA Cup, so take it or leave it. And 2024, it's probably one of their worst starts to a season in a while. You have to scroll up to see their league position, because I think it's 13th. It might have changed now, but I think it's still 13th. But this is a big chance for Manchester United to get all 3 points tomorrow. And if they do, this is what Klopp went through in the 22-23 season. I know, I compare everything with every other team to Liverpool, but Klopp, that was his seventh season, so, it wasn't a good season by any stretch of the imagination, and I think that's what Pep is going through right now. I'm not quite sure if it is his 7th season or not, but, City fans will be able to tell me that in the comment section. But honestly, City fans are getting a taste of what United fans have been going through for the last 3 years. So, it's what happens in football. I mean, I never knew this would be happening to Man City. But Pep Guardiola did say the other day, I've forgotten what source it is, but I've seen that if he's to leave Man City in the next couple of years, he wouldn't manage another club. So, he's only just signed a new contract though. He can't, he would have had the chance to leave this season had he have not signed that new contract. But every Man City fan is now expecting Guardiola to sign that new contract. And, well, no, not signing, he has signed it, sorry. Everybody's expecting Guardiola to stay because of that new contract. And, yeah, it's probably going to be one of the most diluted... Is that a word to describe it? I don't know. It's probably going to be... What I'm trying to say is it's probably going to be one of the weakest Manchester derbies all of time. Because you've got Man City who are playing diabolically at the minute, if that's a word. I don't know. And you've got United who aren't playing great either. But, yeah, it is probably the biggest 3 points that Manchester United could get this season, because they haven't beaten Liverpool, lost to Spurs somehow. I don't know how that happened. I mean, if you're losing to Spurs, there's problems, but yeah, it's got to happen where United get these 3 points, because if they don't, it's not Ruben Amorims' fault. It is the players' fault. I mean, everyone, I'm just going to talk about one player. Everyone was hyping up Manuel Ugarte. What has he really done since he joined? What has he really done since he joined Manchester United? In fact, Noussair Mazraoui has been their best player this season. He has been. He's been one of their best players this season. But, you have to take into account Rasmus Hojlund as well. He's been pretty good this season so far. But I feel like these Man United players deserve better. It's not just about the players though. It's the ownership, obviously. The Glazers and the fans of Manchester United have been fighting over this for years and years and years. There's been protests and everything to try and stop the Glazers from owning this football club anymore. But none of it's worked, and the Glazers are still in, I think. So, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is now part of that ownership, and it's still going down the shitter. It really is. It is still going down the shitter. And I really do think that United fans just need a change of absolutely everything, because they're getting nothing with this ownership. They're getting nothing with the players. We'll just have to see what the manager does, but we can't blame the manager so far. But they're just getting nothing with this football club. They're just really not getting anything with this football club. I mean, you look at the likes of Rashford. He's been woeful this season. It wasn't great last season either. The season before that, yeah, I'll give it to him. But over the last since Rashford actually became a senior footballer for Manchester United, there's not been any signs of him becoming world class. He's never been world class. He's been average at best, but he's never really been world class. I can think of other players that have been world class before him. Could you say Lamine Yamal's world class at the minute? I guess you could. Rafinha, Lewandowski, Viktor Gyökeres. So he's never really become world class, and that is something that Ruben Amorims needs to change come December or the summer transfer window, because I nearly called him Marcus Rashford then. But Marcus Rashford is not good enough to play for Manchester United. And I'm saying that like Manchester United are the best club in the world. They're not. But they're still one of the best of all time in England. Now, coming into this game, the Manchester derby, it's obviously going to be probably one of the weakest derbies of all time. And it would be best for United just to go and get all 3 points, just to grab the 3 points they need, because if they don't, they'll regret it. They really will. And with City being in such a crappy position right now, it will just be common sense for United to go and get those 3 points. But it wouldn't surprise me if Man City won 5-0 in this game. It really wouldn't. I don't know how Spurs beat Man City. So, stuff can happen in games like this. I normally have a prediction in these games, but I really don't know what to predict for a game like this. It's weird because Man United are really bad at the minute, and so are Man City, but at the same time, I still don't know who might win this. It's a game where Man City should win this, but it's a game where Man United should win this. I don't know. I literally don't have a prediction for this game. I've honestly, for the last 24 hours, been thinking, who might win this game? And nothing is coming to my head. So please, if you have a prediction, drop it into that comment section, because I don't have a clue who's going to win this game. I should, but I don't have a clue. So yeah, if you enjoyed that video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.